35 years ago, a report released by the Reagan administration blamed a rising tide of mediocrity on the American education system. Since then, the conversation on how to improve our classrooms has continued.
One acclaimed school network says rigorous standards and ingenuity are why its students rank among the top in the world. Danielle Nottingham has the story.
It's rare to see high schoolers show this much enthusiasm about anything, especially a math problem.
Riley, Deepti, and Ashutosh, come on down.
But this isn't your average high school. This is Basis Independent Silicon Valley, a $28,000 a year private school, a stone's throw from some of the world's leading tech companies.
Erase the boards, please. They do this in The Real Price is Right. They overbid all the time. In fact, I was a part of 2 overbids in a row.
AP Calculus teacher Billy Thomas is a lifelong Price is Right fan.
All right, William. Welcome to the show.
And one-time contestant.
And start again lower than 700. 550.
Because this is The Price is Right, and because we like to have fun. And
He plays game show host to teach complex math to students as young as 12.
I can hand out a review packet and we can go through it, and sometimes we do that, but the game show sort of gives them this idea of the pressure of the test, and more so than that, it gives them the chance to just realize that learning can be fun.
Students here are required to take at least 7 advanced placement courses beginning as early as 8th grade. They must take 6 AP tests to graduate, but some take as many as 20.
Were you ever skeptical that the kids at this level would be able to take these lessons and really know this material?
When I first started, I thought they were kind of crazy. I mean, I really did. I was like, you can't teach an 8th grader or a 7th grader to do AP Calculus. And what I discovered was, if you put kids up to a challenge, you will be surprised how high they can go and how much they can meet that challenge.
For economists Dr. Michael and Olga Block, the average American school was not challenging enough for their daughter. That's why they opened a charter school in 1998, focused on serious subject training. That first Basis location in Tucson, Arizona, has grown to a chain of 31 charter and private schools. Basis is so successful, it captured the top 5 spots on the U.S. News and World Report's Best High Schools list.
So when you do your windows, your building is going to be going up and down, up and down, up and down.
Here, teachers are experts in their subjects, but not necessarily licensed educators. Kindergartners learn Mandarin and engineering. And 8th graders experiment in chemistry under the supervision of a teacher with a PhD.
This is an old IBM facility that we gutted it, we retrofitted it, and turned it into a school.
Toby Walker is head of schools at Basis Independent Silicon Valley.
How do the students here compare to students from around the world?
So we do rank our students' international performance, and our students here at this school are routinely outperforming the highest performing students in the highest performing regions of the world in math, reading, and science.
One of those students is 9th grader Anna Subana.
How much homework do you have?
I think about like 3 hours a night, which sounds like a lot, but that's like the average, and I'm taking 2 APs.
And you feel like you still have time to be a teenager?
Yeah, I do like 3 clubs, and I do 12 hours of dance a week, and I volunteer 3 hours on weekends, so I have time to do like what I want to do.
Anna's mom, Srividya Gopalan, is the director of engineering at a cybersecurity company.
Is this the school to send your children to in Silicon Valley?
I have 2 kids. My first kid graduated out of Basis. My second one is going to Basis. If I had a third, that kid would go to Basis too, for sure.
Although the focus here is on STEM education, pens and pencils are preferred and cell phones banned. Basis also refuses to rank students. There are no class valedictorians.
I think that for us, it's important that in the classroom, students can be focused on engaging with the material, getting to know their teachers, and really setting expectations for themselves and surpassing them, rather than competing with their peers.
What would you say to people who would say that the curriculum here is too difficult, it's too challenging or demanding, and it may stress students or maybe give them some kind of anxiety?
Quite honestly, I would say to them, come and talk to our students, spend time in the building. We really focus on making sure that these students are supported, that as they engage with what is a very rigorous curriculum, they get the safety net that they need.
The curriculum is why a Basis charter school teacher said she filed a complaint in 2014 with the U.S. Department of Education's Office for Civil Rights. She said the school told her it did not modify its curriculum for students with disabilities. Basis says it takes very seriously the obligation to serve all student populations, including students with disabilities, and accepted a voluntary resolution with a policy review and the opportunity for additional training.
You're going to tell me what the derivative is in each one of these slots. So
back in Silicon Valley, math teacher Billy Thomas says no matter how challenging the subject, with the right support, any child can succeed.
You can't do that in most schools across the country. And to be a part of that, to be a part of educating kids at this high level, I really can't imagine something more fulfilling.
Yes, you did.
For CBS This Morning Saturday, Danielle Nottingham, San Jose, California.
Congratulations.
3 hours of homework a night.
That seems like a lot to me. I haven't done it in a long time.
What she said, she was doing 12 hours of dance,
Yeah.
too. Those are high-achieving kids.
The challenge and the fun part, though, I even remember when a teacher would do that, a Jeopardy game to make it more interesting.
Yes.
You tend to remember those
Yeah,
things.
you do. You do.